What's up, everybody? Today on the Grill Top Experience, we're going to make a trivet that allows us to cook indirect on our Weber Q1000. If you're into grilling and smoking, that's what we're all about here on the Grill Top Experience, so hit that subscribe button and you'll be able to stay tuned with all the videos that we put out. So I got the idea for this video because I'm on a Facebook group for people in Australia, and a lot of them are cooking on the Weber Q, and they were cooking breads, they were cooking some pork roast, and I thought that was amazing because they're able to do it with a single burner and still have it turn out great. These are mostly things that you would have cooked indirect on a different kind of grill. And the way that they did that was with a trivet. So I looked all around at the different sites, and on Weber, I could not find a trivet that was still made for that unless you went to the Australia site. So I said, hey, we got to make our own so that way I can have some of that same experience, be able to turn this great grill into the oven. So I went out to Amazon and I found an 8th size baking tray and an 8th size cooling rack, and we put the two together. You get pretty close to what they had for the trivet, and it's the perfect size for this Weber Q. Now we still got to drill some holes in it to make sure that the grease goes through so you don't get a fire. I'm going to show you how to do that here in a second. Make sure your baking tray is not non-stick because your barbecue is likely to get hotter than Teflon can go, and you don't want to release those chemicals into your food. Then grab a permanent marker and put dots about 1 inch apart around the edge of the tray. You're going to use a 1/8 inch drill bit and drill out those holes. Don't forget your safety glasses to protect from metal shavings. When you're done, you're going to have a few metal strings that are still attached to the pan. Go ahead and scrape them off with a wire brush, or use a paint stripper if you're like me and prefer power tools. When you're all done, it should be nice and smooth. Now I can almost hear you say that trivet's too small, so put 2 of the baking trays together and top it off with a 1/4 size cooling rack, and it'll be big enough for spatchcock chicken or an 8-inch chocolate cake. One of the biggest things that the trivet does is it acts as a heat deflector. So the heat comes from underneath, and there's a little air gap between it and the cooling rack that keeps it from getting directly touched by the heat. So this layer blocks the heat. Cooling rack keeps it from touching, so there's a nice little air gap there. And this loaf of bread was made by Mrs. Grill Top Experience, who didn't want to be on camera. So now that I've successfully baked a loaf of bread in my Weber Q, it opens up a whole new world of possibilities that I can do while I'm out on the road because this is super portable. So I'm going to create some more videos here coming up soon, so stay tuned, and if you want to see those, hit subscribe.